Hey everyone, this is my completed decking. It's taken around about 2.5 to 3 months to do. Everything I've used here came out of Home Depot or Lowe's. It's 2 inches thick. The wood that I've used is pressure treated. The boards that you walk on are 6 inches wide by various lengths, and the framework is 8 inches wide by various lengths. I'm going to show you how I made mine. Not all of it, but I'm going to show you a section or a couple of sections. But I'm happy with the end result. And if you like what you see, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you don't like what you see, please subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Here's the video. So the last section is 8 by sort of 3 foot. It's a walkway, and got the wood from Home Depot. It's not great. You can see that it's not straight. So what I'll end up doing is put the bowed part against any edge. What I've done is when I've made my cuts, I've dipped them in like that Ronseal preservative, not preservative, it's like an oil, protects the wood, whatever it is. And I just sort of like dip it in a bucket, do both ends, or whatever ends that I cut. These are the nails that I've been using, and they don't move. One, two, let's stick 4 in there. Actually, let's put 6 in there. Now, I know this is already square because I've already squared this up and I've concreted this post in, so all I've got to do is basically put that in flush. You can see I've left a gap on either side, so the next piece, which will be the 2 8-foots either side, will go like that. And all I've got to do is prop it up, nail that in or screw it in there and square it up. So let's go and do that. So you can see what I'm saying there. This just goes onto the side, get nailed into this one. That one goes onto the side there, nails into that side, and then this piece will go on the front. And all we've got to do is level this up. Beautiful. And then with this, we know that that's level, and that's perfect. Usually you'd have to move that left or right to get into to make sure that that angle's spot on. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this side, and then bang the front on. Alright, moment of truth. See how square this is. I know that the sides are perfect. Happy with that. Let's check for corners. Look at that, wow. Couldn't have asked for better. Right, so I'm happy with that. So you've got a joist hanger, just find the middle. I've just gone 15 from the edge, so it's going to go in like that. Now you don't need joist hangers, you can just drill from the other side if you've got a long enough screw, but I mean I've doubled this up here. So what I'm doing is putting it like that. Now you're supposed to bang these wings down here, right? But I always end up hitting my fingers, which I didn't, but it never stays anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just drill a couple of holes. Make sure that's flush. Pretty good with that. Still good. I don't over tighten the, well, when I say over tighten it, I mean this part here. See, you've got a bit of spring there. If you put it in too tight, when you get this bit in, it's really hard to smash it in. So just leave it a little bit, because you see these bits here, you're supposed to put nails in there to drive it at an angle like that, so it all kind of stays in place. Right, so I've got one more I'm going to put in there. Let's just loosen that a little bit. Okay, I'm good with that. See, a little bit of play there. I've cut the wood to size down the centre, minus about 1/4 of an inch. So it should just slide straight in. You see where I've cut it, I've put oil on it again. Just to secure this piece of timber in. Don't need to. Ain't going to go nowhere, because when the boards get banged down, it's not going to go anywhere. You see these little slots on the side? That's what they're for. I'm just using, what's that, about 2.5 inch now. I'll just put one there. One there. Do the same on that side. And then all I'm going to do is concrete these posts in. So I'm just going to check for level. One more time. You know what I'm going to do first? Wet these holes down. The reason I do this is so that the concrete sticks to the gravel, not the dust on the gravel. So we're creating a better adhesion. Right, let's just tamp that. Yep, perfect. I do this on every set of posts that I do, for the sake of $5. You can save a lot of heartache. Oh, tap it down. And we're good. We're good with that. So let's fill the hole up to the top and just wait for it to dry. So I've put the landscape fabric down. I'm not going to show you how to do that, but what I did do was I bought this stuff from Home Depot. Bought this landscape fabric from Home Depot. It's Geo something, I don't know what it is, about $44 a roll. Doesn't feel like nothing superior, or you know, but it's actually pretty good. I put this down just as a trial run over here on just this one line here about 6 months ago, and the only weeds that have come through are the weeds on the sides, but nothing has come through the middle, so to me that's a good fabric. Now, sorry I'm out of breath. Staples, putting down a fabric, you've got to get staples. You can buy them, or you can do what I did, and that was to buy a roll of this. Costs about $11–12. I've already made a load, you know, over there, so, but it's really thick wire, really thick. Two sets of, one set of cutters and a set of pliers, so you can do this to whatever size you want. This is Florida sand, so you've got to go pretty deep. Now, a staple about, what, 9 inches? Something like 10, or they're about $1 each or something stupid. But I get 100 foot out of this, so I get 100 staples for about $10. So all I do is I bend it. Doesn't have to look fantastic. It's only going in the ground, and cut it. And I'll do a couple of those just to show you. Simple as that. Then I just go out down here, push it in. I'm going to use these galvanized shank patio deck screws. They're 3.5 inch, 16D, and I'm going to put them on every joist. 2 in each board, 2 in every joist. And I was just going to use that as a spacer, because you know, I know some people don't want to space it. They think it's pressure treated wood, it's full of water, it's going to shrink. It can, and it might not. The other thing I'm doing is I'm not, if this stuff does shrink, it should. I am sending them flush, but I'm not sending them all the way in, if that makes sense, because if you're using deck screws, then as the wood shrinks, it gets tighter. That's what I noticed with that top rail there. It made it all pop and break the nails. So all I'm doing is literally just banging this in flush. So I'm good with that. See, it's flush, and hopefully if this shrinks it will pull it down even more. If it don't, it's okay, I'll just bang it down. It's no biggie. Okay, that's 2 down. There's a gap there. You don't need to see me do all of them, I'll be here forever doing this. I've done a little bit more today. This is what I got. These 4 were the ones that I got from Home Depot that they gave me. And then these ones here were the ones that I picked and sorted through myself. You can see that this one's like more warped than these ones. I mean, what I did in Home Depot was I just laid them all on the floor. There's a lot of water in this, and I noticed that because when you bang in these nails, the actual water rises to the surface, and it will sit there for a while. So yeah, I'm happy with how it's looking at the moment. It's been a week since I put these boards down, and I did put in as tight as I could, or if I had to, I put an 1/8 of an inch spacing. And as they've dried out in a week, you can see that they've probably got a good 1/4 of an inch already in spacing. I mean, that's just unreal. And these ones over here, these boards over here, I had zero gap in there. I put pretty much no spacing at all, and you can see again that they've just shrunk in a week. I mean, look at that. What I'm going to do is put all the boards back in and then trim the sides, but I only have to trim one side, so that's a good thing. Deck's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. So what I've done here is, this is probably the last bit I have to do, and that's just to square this line off. And to do that, I've banged a chalk line down, and just going to use my circular saw, and then the bits that I cut have been cut off, like the fresh bit of timber. I'm just going to seal them up. So to finish off the edge, I'm using this. It's just a sealer. It does wood, it does concrete. Only put a bit in there. I'm using a roller. You can use a paintbrush, you can use, what's it called? Just pour it on, but this is just so fast, you know. So for the baseboards, what I did was I used 4x2s, and I cut them down to about 2.5 inches. Put a 45° on the front and on the side, and I screwed these ones in. But I think it looks pretty good, the detail. So I've done exactly the same on the bottom as I did on the top. There's a chamfer on there, and the only thing is, on that corner I've put a mitre in there. So you know what, all I've got to do is just get those tags off the side of the boards where it says Home Depot or Lowe's, pull the staples out, and I'm going to call this job done. And to be quite honest, I'm really happy it's done. I don't want to do it again, not in this heat.